Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are now in the final week of the February season. Most of all, welcome back to the MTA YouTube channel, where we are often imitated, but never duplicated. Nonetheless, we are back here, 16 of the baddest monster trucks, ready to rip, roar, and let it fly to close out the February season. The man with the target on his back, Mean Gene Patterson, Colt Cobra, and Snakebite, trying to hang on to that championship flag for one more week in a row to get a guaranteed shot into the March season. However, 15 other trucks and drivers are chomping at the bit. They want to strip away that championship flag from the Crush This Race team and the Snakebite machine. Let's go over and check out how round one action is going to be shaken down here tonight in the final week of the February season. And jumping over to see how it all shakes down, up first in round one, Bigfoot Bad Boy taking on Son of a Digger, followed by Midnight Rider taking on Avenger, the Ball Skater taking on the Grave Digger, and then the lower half is Obsession taking on King Sling. Looking at the other side of the bracket, Monster Energy taking on Sobe. Then we see the return of Zombie getting ready to take on Rammunition, Boogie Van taking on the Monster Monk Poodle, and closing out round one action, Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company will take first crack at Gene Patterson Colt Cobra in the Snakebite Ford, representing the Crush This Race team. Now up first here tonight as we get round one action kicked off and underway. Ethan Wagner returning from Poplar Branch, North Carolina. Son of a Digger ready to throw down. He's taking on the Monster Truck Canucker from the Crush This Race team, Bradley Shaw, and the Bigfoot Bad Boy. Now staged over here on the outside lane, the big Ford camp out of Pacific, Missouri. And again, Son of a Digger hailing out of Poplar Branch, North Carolina, ready to throw down one more time over here on the inside lane. The last week of the February season kicks off right now. Stage, green light going down. The Bigfoot Bad Boy and Son of a Digger side by side, up and over no man's land now. It's Son of a Digger, Ethan Wagner pulling it out here tonight. Bradshaw had some problems there coming out of no man's land. Ethan Wagner, Son of a Digger, will advance on in round two here tonight as we close out the February season. Up next here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Lamb returning in the Midnight Rider, the former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now ready to take on Jimmy Bones Ferguson, all the way from Team Scream out of Columbus, Michigan, the Chevrolet S10 over here on the inside lane. Jimmy Bones won out here just a couple of weeks ago. The Avenger's been running strong for him, looking for another championship win out here tonight to close out the February season. Both these drivers are staged and ready to go. Green light going down and off the line they go. Midnight Rider's got a big time lead. Avenger trying to close the gap on him, and it's not going to be enough as Justin Lamb and the Midnight Rider pulls it out right there over the last of the cars, getting the truck shut down there, and Avenger tagging the wall nonetheless. But we're going to go back down and check out your MTA photo finish. Your winner, it was by inches, however, Justin Lamb in the Midnight Rider, about half a truck nonetheless over Avenger here tonight. Jimmy Ferguson on the trailer. Next up here tonight, inside of round one, is the return of Austin Spence and the Ball Skater, representing Crush This Race team out here tonight, taking on the Phenom, Rich Wagner in the Grave Digger out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. There you see the damage that was done to the Grave Digger last week, rolling the truck over. The crew has got him back as best as he could be. Now stays over there on the outside lane. Ball Skater again, representing the Crush This Motorsports Race team on the inside lane, trying to get a big time win out here over the Phenom here tonight. Both drivers are staged. Here's the green light now as Grave Digger takes on Ball Skater. The Digger's got a whole shot Spence now, and Ball Skater coming back on contact, and over goes Ball Skater down inside of the shutdown area. The Grave Digger got into him through no man's land over that last set of cars. We're going to go back down now and take another look at your MTA replay and try to figure out what happened. Rich Wagner and the Grave Digger on the outside lane has a hole shot. Here comes Austin Spence on the inside lane trying to make up the ground. Right here, Grave Digger and Ball Skater cross up center, and the Grave Digger tagged Austin Spence and Ball Skater, turning them over down inside of the shutdown area. In the event, Ball Skater is your round one winner over Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger here tonight, as the MTA track crew officials got him out of the truck. A little bit of fire going on out of that motor. We do believe it was just a little bit of a flash fire down there. The crew's got him out, no problem. He's out of the truck, A-okay. The fire's out. The crew's going to be down there thrashing on that truck to get him back for round two competition. Next up here tonight, inside of round one, how do you top that wild race? Well, the Idaho Wild Man, Chris Walker, returns and Obsessed now at the line to take on the King of Kings, Bradley Graham and King Sling, the former 12-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He's back in action here in the February season. Hasn't picked up a win just yet. He's trying to do so here tonight. He's got to go through a top-tier competitor here tonight. Chris Walker's and Obsessed on the inside lane. Who's it going to be going across the finish line first? Green light going down, off the line they go. Obsession's got the early lead. Here comes King Sling on the outside lane, and the wheel stand through no man's land by the Idaho Wild Man will cost them a racing win here tonight. What an incredible run it was. Nonetheless, Bradley Graham and King Sling will edge out a round one victory over the Idaho Wild Man and Obsession. Now we go back to your MTA replay. Off the line they go. Obsession on the inside lane has an early lead. King Sling coming back. Watch your inside lane with Obsession. Slaps it down hard inside of no man's land. Gets a nice little slap wheelie, and Bradley Graham and King Sling capitalizes, getting a round one victory over the Idaho Wild Man, Chris Walker's and Obsessed. Next up here tonight, the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy, the 7-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, out here representing Renegades Motorsports race team, now ready to take on new kid on the block, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. in the brand new Sobe Chevrolet. Sage over here on the inside lane. He went to the final round showdown in week one of the February season. He's trying to get back there. The Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, already has one championship win this season. Can he get it again? Who's going into round two? Monster and Sobe. Green light goes down and off the line they go. Skipper's got a home shot. Here comes Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. and Sobe, and a little too much go-go juice for the Iceman on the outside lane. Not sure what happened to him over there, as he had a nice little slap wheelie going on. Nonetheless, your winner in round one, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. in the Sobe Chevrolet. Let's go back and check out your MTA replay. Trying to figure out what happened to the Iceman. He's trying to play catch-up on Sobe coming down that straightaway. Watch now as they hit the first jump. Get ready to hit the landing ramp, going through no man's land. Settles it down, a little too much go-go juice for the Iceman. Ends up shooting it over on its backside and turtles it right there in the center of the track. And again, Sobe Chevrolet moving on into the round two competition here tonight. And next up inside of round one, Preston Hurd returning in Zombie. Hasn't been as consistent as he was in the January season. Trying to turn it around here tonight. He's got to take on Dan Chichigage out of Champaign, Illinois from the Crush This Motorsports race team. The Dodge Hemi Horsepower Rammunition now staged over here on the inside lane, ready to throw down one more time. He's trying to go into round two competition. He's got to go through Preston Hurd and Zombie here tonight. Here's the green light now, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line they go. Zombie's got a home shot. Here goes Rammunition on the inside lane. Who's it going to be? And Rammunition pulls out the big time win over Preston Hurd and Zombie here tonight in our round one competition. The Dodge Camp and Crush This moving on into round two competition here tonight. Next up inside of round one, it's going to be a showdown between the two ladies out here in the February season. Violet Craddock, Monster Mutt Poodle, taking on Jessica Cook in the Boogie Van Astro Van, all the way from Hagerstown, Maryland. There you see her over there on the outside lane. Got into this season as the reigning champion from January, trying to get back on top of the mountain. Violet Craddock out here representing the K&J Motorsports race team. Monster Mutt Poodle ready to go. Both drivers are staged and ready. Here's the green light now, and off the line they go, side by side of the first jump, up and over no man's land. Boogie Van now in trouble, turning it over, and Monster Mutt Poodle gathers up a round one victory here tonight over Jessica Cook in the Boogie Van. Violet Craddock now moving on into round two. Boogie Van turning it over, and she will be out of the season here tonight in round one. Next up, as we get ready to close out round one competition, Wyatt Anderson in Bad Company, ready to throw down against the reigning defending champion, Colt Cobra out of Cobra Creek, Colorado. Mean Gene Patterson in the Ford Brass Eagle BDS Supercharged Snakebite over here on the inside lane. He's representing the Crush This Motorsports race team. Championship flag on the back of that big bad Ford. Is he going to be able to take out Bad Company and Camp here tonight from Renegades Motorsports race team and move on to round two with that flag? Here's the green light now. Ford and Chevrolet got to throw it down. Patterson's got a lead on him. Here comes Anderson on the outside lane, and Bad Company takes home the round one victory, taking the flag away from Mean Gene Patterson here tonight in Snakebite. Bad Company on a riot here tonight. He will advance on in the round two competition. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will crown an all-new champion here tonight to advance on into the March season of Thursday Night Thunder. Snakebite has been eliminated, which means we're going to crown an all-new champion here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. More great Diecast Monster Truck Racing is coming up next when round two returns. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to week 4 of the February season of Thursday Night Thunder. Here's how round 2 action is going to be shaken down. Son of a Digger now ready to take on the Midnight Rider. Boss Gator and company rolled over earlier tonight in round 1. They find themselves against King Sling. Other side of the bracket, Sobe getting ready to take on Rammunition, and then closing out round 2 competition, Violet Craddock and Monster Truck Poodle taking on Wyatt Anderson, who just eliminated our current champion, Bad Company, to close out round 2 action. Now up first at the line here tonight to get us started, Ethan Wagner returning in Son of a Digger to take on Justin Lamb and the Midnight Rider. Both these drivers are clamoring for a Thursday Night Thunder championship this season here tonight to end everything out and move into March. Both of these drivers haven't had much luck all February season long. They're trying to turn that luck around here tonight and see who's going to advance on into our semifinal competition. Ladies and gentlemen, at the line, Son of a Digger taking on Midnight Rider. Who's going to semifinals? Green light goes down and off the line they go. Son of a Digger with a big time lead. Midnight Rider trying to come back. Ethan Wagner in trouble. And what a wheel stand by Justin Lamb and the Midnight Rider. And we got to go down and figure out what happened to Ethan Wagner. Son of a Digger right there coming out of no man's land. Going back and checking out your MTA replay here. Wagner's got a whole shot battle. Truck length lead over Midnight Rider. Watch him fly high, up, and over no man's land. Slams it right into the median barriers and turns the truck over. Meantime, Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider out here freestyling, riding a nice little wheelie across the last set of cars and then to the finish line. And now the MTA track crew officials are down there trying to figure out what's going on with Son of a Digger. Looks like he tore up the body a little bit coming out of no man's land. That was a hard lick right there. Ethan Wagner's out of the truck, A-OK, waving to the fans. There you see the damage done to Son of a Digger here tonight, putting on an epic show for these great MTA fans. What a wild piece of driving it was. Unfortunately, on the trailer for the rest of the night. Hopefully we'll see him back for the March season next week as Midnight Rider will take this round 2 victory, moving on into semis. Next up here tonight, inside of round 2, back from that round 1 rollover earlier tonight, Austin Spence and Boss Gator from the Crush This Motorsports race team, now ready to take on the King of Kings, Bradley Graham, the former 12-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, back out here on the inside lane this time, ready to throw it down against Boss Gator. Again, these drivers are trying to take that championship flag on into the March season. Who's it going to be moving on in the semis? Boss Gator taking on King Sling. As we go green now and off the line they go. They're pretty much even. Door handle for no man's land. King Sling now in trouble. What a save by Bradley Graham and King Sling. But your winner, Austin Spence and Boss Gator from the outside lane. What a ride it was for Bradley Graham. King Sling, we're going to go back and take another look at it. Our camera quite didn't catch it, but we're going to take another look as they launch over the first jump. Watch your inside lane. Bradley Graham and King Sling settles it down, gets a little turned up right here, puts it on 2 wheels and drives out of it. What an incredible save. Nonetheless, Austin Spence and Boss Gator from the Crush This Motorsports race team will advance on into our semifinal competition. Next up here tonight, all the way from Champaign, Illinois, the Dodge Hemi Horsepower, Dan Chichagash and Rammunition, another representative from the Crush This Motorsports race team, ready to take on Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. Again, the kid's been making a big name for himself out here in that brand new Sobe Chevrolet, stage now on the inside lane. A good old-fashioned barn burner right here between Dodge and Chevrolet. Who's going to be moving on to take on Boss Gator in semis? Both these drivers are staged and ready to go. Green light goes down and off the line. They go side by side. Rammunition with a big-time lead, but Sobe coming back on him with a nice slap wheelie through no man's land, and Dwayne Reinhardt Jr., the Sobe Chevrolet, puts the Dodge on the trailer. He'll advance on into our semifinal competition, but not to be outdone, because next up as we close out semifinals, Violet Craddock from the K&J Motorsports race team, ready now to take on Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company, who eliminated our reigning champion earlier tonight, Gene Patterson, in Snakebite. He now finds himself taking on one of K&J's finest in the Monster Truck Poodle now over there on the outside lane. The Bad Company Chevrolet ready to rock the house on the inside lane. One of these drivers will advance on into our semifinal competition, one step closer to that championship flag. Monster Truck Poodle, Bad Company, green light going down and off the line. The Poodle's got the whole shot. Here comes Anderson on the inside lane trying to make up the ground, and he pulls it out. Bad Company Chevrolet will put Monster Truck Poodle over there on the trailer as she went for a wild ride through no man's land. These drivers are having a hard time trying to manipulate that no man's land area, and it's showing the effects as the night goes on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we started with 16 trucks. We are now down to 4. The semifinal competition is coming up next, and we're going to crown an all-new champion to advance on into the March season. Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? 4 trucks remain, and semifinals are coming up next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to semifinal action as we close out the February season of Thursday Night Thunder. Here's how it all shakes down. Midnight Rider eliminated Son of a Digger earlier tonight. Boss Gator took out King Sling. Those two are going to square off to kick off semifinals. The other side of the bracket, Sobe eliminated Raymunition earlier tonight, finding himself in semifinals to take on Wyatt Anderson, who took out the Monster Truck Poodle, and those two are going to square off to close out semifinal competition. And up first at the line, Justin Lamb and the Midnight Rider having an incredible night out here, trying to keep it settled down inside of no man's land. He is now set to take on the Boss Gator, again, who rolled the truck over earlier tonight from contact out of Rich Wagner and Gravedigger. The crew went back in the pits, thrashed and got it back together. Out here representing the Crushless Motorsports race team. He's ready to throw down over here on the inside lane. So ladies and gentlemen, semi-final time. Midnight Rider and Boss Gator. Green light going down and off the line. They go side by side to the first jump. Up and over no man's land. And Boss Gator pulls out a big time win. And again, now the outside lane seems like it's going away. Nonetheless, Midnight Rider gave it all he had. And Boss Gator will advance on to the final round showdown here tonight on the February season closer of Thursday Night Thunder. Now, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. trying to make it back to the finals for the first time since week 1. Has a hard task at hand because the kid on a mission. Wyatt Anderson, Bad Company Chevrolet, ready to go over here on the outside lane. He will move on to the Max D Machine at Monster Mania. So he's trying to give Bad Company one last final send-off here tonight to close out the February season. Battle of the Bowtie Brigade, Bad Company, Sylvie, green light going down, and off the line they go. They're pretty much door handle to door handle, off and over the first jump through no man's land, and a nice another slap wheelie by the Sylvie Chevrolet. And once again, the outside lane taking its toll on these trucks. Not sure what happened to Anderson and Bad Company. Going back to your MTA replay, again, they were side by side coming down that straightaway. Watch as they go up and over the first jump. They try to settle it down here in no man's land, and right there, just a hard pogo on the rear end. It was just enough to kick Bad Company sideways, and Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. and Sobe will advance on into the final round showdown. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's all coming down to. Who will carry the championship flag into the brand new March season? Sobe Chevrolet taking on the Boss Gator. The finals are coming up next. You don't want to miss it. But first, a word from our friends at Crush This.
It's bigger. It's louder. It's better than ever. This still isn't your typical motorsports podcast. This is the 10th anniversary of Crush This, a Monster Truck podcast brought to you by J Concepts. For 10 years, your hosts, the Monster Truck Canucker Bradshaw and Dan Chichagash, have brought you into the minds and personalities of the monster truck industry. Strap in and hold on tight. This is Crush This!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the February season finale of 2025. It's time for the final round showdown. Sobe eliminated Monster Energy, Rammunition, and Bad Company to get that position. And then on the other side of the bracket, Boss Gator took out the Gravedigger, King Sling, and Midnight Rider to make it all the way to the finals. And it's come down to two. Sobe taking on Boss Gator for our final round showdown. We're going to find out who will take the checkered flag on into the March season. And at the line, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. again made it to the finals in week one of the February season, an all-new piece of equipment, the Sobe Chevrolet. And then Austin Spence driving for the Crush This Motorsports race team. Boss Gator over here on the outside lane, ready to hammer down and take home that championship flag. He watched his teammate lose the flag earlier tonight in round one. He wants to put it back with the Crush This race team. He's got to go through the Sobe Chevrolet. Who's it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, Sobe, Boss Gator. It's showtime here tonight on Thunder down the straightaway. Boss Gator with a lead. Sobe trying to come back on him down. It's not going to be enough as Austin Spence and Boss Gator pulls out a win over the Sobe Chevrolet here tonight. But it just proves Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. in the Sobe Chevrolet is going to be a force to be reckoned with that brand new piece of equipment. Here's another look at your MTA replay. Boss Gator got the whole shot. Sobe Chevrolet trying to come back on him on the outside lane. As they go up and over the first jump, they settle it down in no man's land. And Boss Gator has more in the tank than the Sobe Chevrolet. Both drivers kind of losing momentum there as they went across the finish line. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in his MTA career and now a Thursday Night Thunder champion, your winner here tonight, Austin Spence, Boss Gator. And ladies and gentlemen, what a wild, incredible night of racing as we closed out the February season. Thank you guys for supporting this MTA YouTube channel for as long as you have. We'll be back for the March season of Thursday Night Thunder, so don't go anywhere. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching the show with us here tonight. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next time.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that.